And if they don't do that, they've just impeached themselves again. Now they're really starting to burn. So they might say, well, it's criminal. Spectacular. I don't hear a complaint.
No complaint. Who's the injured party?
No, you don't ask who's the injured party. You just say, I didn't hear a complaint. You don't give a fuck about injured parties. If there's a complaint, that is the injured party. That's the one complaining.
Okay.
But if they say, I don't hear a complaint. In other words, well, if that camera's upsetting me going fucking 100 miles an hour past it, I don't give a shit.
Okay.
Keep your fucking nose out of my business.
So, as you said, it was, I recall signing no such contract.
Yeah.
Okay.
In other words, no such contract. Not any. Don't say I recall signing, I don't recall signing any contract. If you say I don't recall signing any contract, well, if you've ever signed a contract, they can pull any contract into the court and you're fucked.
Right, yeah.
So I don't recall signing, I recall signing no such contract. In other words, they must bring such a contract in.
Yeah.
It locks them in linguistically. It's like a keto, linguistic aikido.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, the thing that Vim pointed out to me last night is that this is very much like a game of chess, but instead of aiming for checkmate, it's almost like you're aiming for a draw.
Yes.
So the best that you can really hope for in this circumstance is either that the judge is simply going to abandon the call.
Well, you are aiming for a draw, and I'll tell you why. Because when you're teaching somebody something, and you're in there to teach him something, you're in there to teach him that the population have finally copped on to what the hell is going on, and they've copped on how to behave in a sovereign fashion. That's what they want to see. They want your behavior, your decorum, how you attend to your matters, your private matters. Right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, if he starts throwing a wobbly and banging hammer off, you think, geez, this guy's like a fucking carpenter up the top of the tree, and you think he's trying to build a desk. Beat the shit out of it. What's your name? Blah, blah, blah. Are you seeking private information? If he points the finger at you and he says, you are Dave Murphy, is that your testimony? He'll go mental if you say that to him. But it's a good one. It lets him know he's fucking testifying. Not you. It lets him know you're the judge, not him.
Wow.
It lets him know you know who you are.
Do you feel like you're a little underprepared before now, Dave?
Yes, actually. Up until now, I thought I had it down pat. I knew what I was going to say. Knew how I was going to handle it, no matter what. But
this method, if you will, it's very simple. It's very simple.
Right.
When I say, are you addressing me? You see, me, that's your flesh and blood, that's your body, and your spirit and your soul and all that lovely stuff, all rolled into one ball. Me. When you say I, you mean your intellect and reason.
Sure.
When you say I am me, am is also possessive, if you will. It's you possess your own body. It's only me inside. It's only I am only inside me here, and I exist in now time. Am is present tense. I always communicate or enter dialogue, if you will, in present tense.
Mm-hmm.
So, for example, they like the old yes or no questions, or how long have you been beating your wife type of question. So if you say yes, you're screwed, and if you say no, you're screwed.
Yeah.
You beat your wife often. If you say no, you're screwed, and yes, you're screwed, right?
Yeah.
If you say, I don't beat my wife, well, now you've actually started the controversy. Well, funny enough, we have evidence that says you have.
Right.
So what's the response? What's an appropriate response? You see, you don't answer, you respond appropriately.
Mm.
So, I mean, for example, that's why, if they try to tell you something, if you think, is he trying to tell me something? Just ask him, say, well, is that your testimony? Are you testifying to that? Because, I mean, he's under oath, right? You gave him the oath. Under God, so help me God, that is your oath. You see, you're telling him that's your oath. You're not telling him this is my oath. And you see, that way, they won't even ask you to swear in. That's why they don't ask most people to see. They only ask people to swear in on criminal cases, and they only ask the people who are giving evidence to swear in. They don't ask the accused to swear in.
No.
The accused man is never standing there sworn in. Did you ever notice that?
Yeah, well, I guess not, because, presumably I thought it was that he couldn't be trusted.
Yeah, and he's in irons. I mean, see if they handcuff you, if you're there in handcuffs, and they start talking to you, I'd be very happy to say, I can't talk, I'm under duress. And say, why? Well, I'd hold up and say, look, I'm fucking chained to this fucking idiot over here. You know, that's what under duress is. They might say you look comfortable, perhaps, but I'm under duress. I always, perhaps, possibly, maybe. Do you know how fast you were going? I don't know. Why don't you know? Well, it fills me with delight to tell you I don't know why I don't know, but I'm very happy to also inform you that I don't know. You can't be found guilty for what you don't know. You can only be found guilty for what you know.
Oh, indeed.
And you see, they even say, we find you guilty, not you are guilty. And the only way they can find your guilt is if we're dumb enough to show it to them.
Show it to them, yeah.
So don't show it to them. It's private, right?
Right. You see, I've got I feel I know, like who I am and who the judge is and.
Well, you see, you're the judge. You are the judge. When you dish out the oath, and when people start saying to you, "Oh, you're such and such," are you testifying? Is that your testimony? Now they know. Holy crap! This guy is the judge. Oh shit! Get me the fuck out of here. They want to.
Here come the judge.
Exit stage left. I mean, he won't. They won't even try. I'm the judge in my court. Is that your testimony? He'll freak. You just say it again. It's not your testimony. Are you testifying to that? I'll accept your testimony if you want, or I'll give you the opportunity to withdraw that testimony if you will. He'll flip.
So basically, you can say that to anything that he states.
Well, let's say they say, well, so were you doing 50 mile an hour in a 32 mile an hour zone? I didn't realise I was here to make legal determinations. I don't think I can make a legal determination on the question you've asked me. You don't say I can't. I say I don't think I can make a legal determination on the question you've asked me.
I like the way you think.
Wait till you hear the rest of that tape from last night, Dave. It's kind of it's a bit of a potted version of this. About there's about 10 minutes of it that nail it completely.
You see, you got to prepare yourself not for what to say. You got to prepare yourself for how to be.
How to be, yes, exactly.
To be, not to be. That is the.
And that's what I realised that I didn't have.
Yeah.
I've got the theory, but
okay. Here's another one. They love this one. Is that your signature on the document? Now, all the other guys and all the other websites all across the world are trying to give you sentences to say so that you will deny the signature somehow. Whereas I'm actually very happy to tell them. I'd be delighted to, but I would do so in a certain fashion. I might, if let's say they hold out a document, they go, "We have your signature on the document. That's your signature." Oh, I'm sorry, I made an honest mistake when I put that there. Now you see, they're bollocks because A, you've said you're sorry, you've accessed forgiveness. B, you told them it was an honest mistake. They can't make honesty illegal.
Yeah.
They'd love that. They can't. And you told them you put it there.
Right. So there's no controversy.
No, you've already taken care of all that before you even told them you put it there. And in one sentence, always the breath of life. Anything you ever have to say, make sure it's one sentence and you can say it on one lungful of air.
So that they can't butt in and break your flow.
And if you start to say something, do not stop until you've finished.
Yeah.
What you do is you do not. I mean, seriously, if you're going to say something, so let's say you're there and you're starting to talk, and you try to interrupt me while I'm talking. Mm-hmm. So if you've asked me a question, I will respond, and if you start talking while I'm responding, I'm going to just keep on.
Right.
But it's very simple.
Yeah, sure.
And if he gets up and leaves, you wait till he's out the door, rotate and go the opposite direction. That's you're done.
Oh, okay. So, but, we've heard so many times that when the judge actually leaves, they get rid of you, and then they come back in and have the case without you.
Yeah, just sit down the back. Sit down the back in the peanut gallery with everybody else. And just wait there till the day finishes, perhaps. Or have a buddy sitting there who can, if they call the case, he'll just give you a shout from outside the door of the courtroom.
Sure.
So
Okay.
just walk back in. Oh, are you addressing me? You go, no.
I can see I'm going to have a lot of fun.
A lot more fun than you would have had doing it the way you thought you were going to do it, Dave.
Yeah, well, I was going to have fun anyway.
Well, it is fun. Well, look, I mean,
The consequence.
as I said,
the
the only reason this language, I call this passive language. It's the passive use of language. You're not actually trying to hurt them. See, Roger Hayes went in there. He went in looking for a scrap.
Right.
He's lucky he didn't get jailed for fucking contempt.
Yeah.
Now, the other thing is that sometimes if you say, is it civil or criminal, they sometimes make you a counter-offer. They'll say, oh, it's a violation. Right?
Right.
And see a lot of people have stood there scratching their head thinking, oh, shit. Well, it's either a civil violation or a criminal violation. So the same question stands. Civil or criminal?
Yeah. Yeah, I kind of got that no matter what, it was going to be one or the other.
Well, it has to be. There isn't anything else.
Yeah. Yeah. Ooh. But I'm going to have to, I think I'm going to have to change my whole tactic, I guess.
Like I said, to be honest, you're going in there with the intent to not hurt them. If you go in there with the intent to cause a ruckus, you're going to jail. If you go in there with the intent to not cause harm or loss or damage to them, that you'll get your remedy. It's not that you'll get your remedy. You're giving yourself your own remedy. You're making your remedy. You're letting them know where you are, how you are, and who you are, and that's how they become your servants. They recognize, oh, shit, the sovereign's in here. That's how you enter into your sovereignty. You demonstrate it. You don't claim. I mean, the Queen doesn't go around tipping people on the shoulder in the palace and going, I'm the fucking Queen, you know.
Yeah. So, do you go into the court, you described just walking up to near the front somewhere. Do you actually claim your common law rights and stuff?
You don't have to. You got them. You don't have to claim anything. You already have it.
Okay.
Oh, you mean the way people go on coming in here with all me common law rights intact, blah, blah, blah?
Yeah.
No need to do any of that.
Okay.
It doesn't do it anyway. So what you're doing is you're letting them know you don't know what the hell is going on.
Yeah.
And making it their, putting the onus on them that they have to then prove what's going on.
Okay. All right. From everything I've heard up until today, I thought that was a prerequisite in order to make sure you're not sort of going in there under another jurisdiction.
Well, see, the court doesn't start until they just keep going, yeah, you can enter with all your common law rights intact. In you come. Name, Dave Murphy. You came in with all your common law rights. They said to you, what's your name? And you just fucked them all away again.
Yeah, you just waived it, yeah.
They're gone.
Yeah. And what about the games they might play to gain jurisdiction?
Well, try me.
Sit down there.
Are you addressing me?
Okay. Yeah. All right, nice. All right, that's fair enough.
I mean, if they sit down or I'll arrest you. Let's say a cop will sit down or I'll arrest you. Again, are you addressing me? Because if he just puts his hands on you and pushes you, well, fine. But, you don't have to stand up screaming assault or anything like that. Just let it go.
Yeah.
Wait till he steps back. Yeah. Wait for your opportunity to get the hell out of Dodge. You can always take care of that later. I mean, Mr. T once said to me, look, even if you go in there and if they cut your foreskin off, be happy you get out with you still got your prick.